Hey guys, welcome to our review of The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4, The Foundling. So, we are critics here at the show. We enjoy entertainment and media and being wowed and Star Wars. I love my Star Wars. Love Mandalorian. We upset some people with, one of our previous reviews, Episode 2, Episode 1. We felt that there were some problems, some flaws in this series that a lot of people were excusing and weren't seeing. Gotta be perfectly honest. Look, you're allowed to love the show. You're allowed to say, wow, 10 out of 10. That's the fucking best episode I've ever seen every single week. But we got a job to do. We are critics. And so we're going to come at it from a critical point of view. I think Season 1 of Mandalorian was better. I think Season 2 has been better. This has a real lack of unified direction. Here we are. I'm going to blow your mind, Joe. You ready for this?
Yes.
We're halfway through the season.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Joe, we're halfway through the
Who
season.
are the baddies?
There are only 8 episodes, and we have no idea.
Yeah.
Right, we haven't established any through line, really. Grogu's kind of learning, and Mando's kind of not really the star of his own show yet. Another time,
It's Bo-Katan
it's
right now.
Bo-Katan's show. Wow, I just kind of realized that just now.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
come on, Joe. But, we're kind of halfway done with this season, and it kind of feels like a filler episode.
Yes.
Now, I'll give you this. I loved the flashback. I thought the Order 66 stuff was really cool. We'll talk about a little cameo here, little guest star, little treat for everybody. But we essentially, this episode, get a monster fight. And as Alex has said before, kind of making the Mandalorians look like fucking morons. I do like that they're on planet fucking Australia. Everything wants to fucking kill you. But it's getting a little repetitive right now. We got like a third monster fight in a row in just this season, whereas in previous seasons, it was a huge build-up to like, let's get this thing, right? But it's like honestly, it feels like an animated series, like Filoni's, like a Monster of the Week or animated thing, where a little bit of a filler. Barely any plot advancement other than getting some member berries. I loved seeing the clone troopers in live action and a lot of this stuff from Order 66. Grogu gets a moment in battle, though he kind of cheats. We'll talk about it. And there's a moment with the armor and mainly Bo-Katan. But it's very hard to forgive this stupid plot line where I think we're all like, excuse me, the Foundling, the title of the episode. I think he'd be dead by now. You guys are kind of taking your time. There's no sense of urgency here. So a lot of problems with the episode. You can downvote it. You can say, Joe, you're being crabby or overly critical. I wonder how many of you maybe are seeing it now after this. Because I think that this is probably the weakest episode so far. That's my opinion. Let's jump to you guys. Who wants to take it?
I agree. I'm disappointed with this one. If we're halfway through, we
Okay.
still haven't really established a lot of things for the story, what they want to build. And I get, this was like a super filler. And they could have done a way better way to portray Bo-Katan adapting to the Mandalorian way. But this one was just
Right.
like a monster fight. Not a lot happened. Stupid CGI.
Yeah.
They even had CGI with that Mandalorian shooting.
Right,
was
what
like,
is that?
just have a normal
Why
day.
are we
Like,
doing
why are we doing
CGI with
CGI?
Mandalorians in the background? You don't need to do that.
don't.
You can. There's a little thing called cloning tool. You can copy and paste, put them in there to change up the paint and the armor.
Yeah, and that don't even get me started on the fucking time. What happened? Last episode, it was almost an hour.
So we actually did the math, Alex.
Just over 26 minutes. 26 minutes and like 20 seconds.
How are you gonna tell it?
26 minutes and 20 seconds We told you about this, that the last episode, that had time to breathe. We're setting up characters, 59 minutes, something like that. We're doing great.
We're doing a rescue mission for
and that was for these side characters, right? Plot B, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do that for our main characters.
And this is what we get.
Din Djarin, right? And Grogu. And what do we give them? 26 minutes and 20 seconds. And even less than that when you consider fucking Bo-Katan. Come on. If you don't see problems with that, then nobody can help. You'll just enjoy no matter what. Anything shoved in your face, as long as
Moss
there's
comes
a
in,
fight.
Steals a kid. I was like, oh, great.
I rolled my fucking
I was like,
eyes
this is what
the
this
second.
episode...
You knew what the fuck was happening
Yep.
the second that kid
Yep.
walked in that direction alone.
I was like, something's going to get in.
It's
There
so
it is.
fucking predictable. Now I'm starting to get angry realizing this because this is the
I'm
quality of The
disappointed.
Mandalorian has been pretty high.
Yep.
And yeah, so now I want to hear from Alex.
I wanted that kid to die. I wanted the rest of the
You should've.
Mandalorians to die. I like the Mandalorians
What's
have been
that kid's name?
Oh, who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like the kid and all the Mandalorians that are training on Murder Beach, where they know that the giant turtles live. And I get that the Mandalorians want to be hard and they want to train in dangerous places. The second they said, "Oh, that bird always gets away," and he's killed other kids, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's fucking right.
You're an endangered species, There's not very many of them
There was
left.
like dead helmets and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, and so it's like they're killing other kids. He's eating you.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
They have spaceships. They're not stranded on this like Murderville, like Australia, Space Australia. They could have done any number of things where they figure this stuff because they're wearing priceless suits of Beskar armor, the rarest metal that. I mean, it's like that and Kyber crystals. You would go after any of these things. You're like, oh yeah, he's too
precious.
So I think that the writing here is incredibly poor. I was actually glad that it turned out it's 26 minutes because I didn't want to see any more of this stuff because we are seeing this. Boba Fett was a side character that got like 30 seconds of screen time, and his mythos blew up, and people drew all like these incredible Mandalorians, this pseudo armor, they're bounty hunters, they're really cool things.
And now we're expanding
we
on
are
it.
shitting all over.
And it feels like less and less like I want to be a Mandalorian.
No, they suck. They're awful. They're crazy religious nut jobs. They're not good at what they do. They can they don't
They let their kids die and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
This is 7 times this week. God
fuck.
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's another kid. It's like where do you keep
Oh,
finding?
well, we're only like the greatest hunters and trackers, and we're like, we could kill Jedis, and we're very smart. Nah, we're none of that.
Yeah, and so
Episode of the week, it's the writing.
I like the episode of the week formula. I think that this series could work really well as an episode of the week going forward.
Yeah.
And so it's not that I don't mind the episode of the week thing. What I mind is this when you diminish the main character and his tribe to try to show another character's badass. And this has happened multiple times throughout the season.
Why this is contrived?
Yeah, and so it's just like I don't want to watch a show that's supposed to be about our two main characters, and they make everyone look bad in order to make either Bo look good. It's like, look, dude, you like Bo, right? You like Ahsoka, you like all
I
these
like
things.
Bo already,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You don't have to start jamming it down your throat.
You don't have to do this. I already like Bo.
So not
All
good.
right.
Disappointment all around.
So we just got downvoted to hell. Not a single person agreed
It's
with us.
true,
We're the crabby
though.
outs. Look,
It's
we're gonna always
true.
give it to you brutal. Brutal honesty is what the Angry Joe show's about. Even if we're saying, "Hey, man, it's tough love. This could be better." Get this right. I don't even mind what they did here, right? Context to Grogu's backstory. Training Grogu. Like, it's time to get Grogu into the Mandalorian code and creed. Fine. But the way they film this, they drag the shit out with this side quest to go pick this kid up, Ragnar, the worst Ragnar in the world. Nobody gives a shit about him. So we drag this out over multiple days. The kid is fucking dead. He's been dead and digested by the babies and the mama for a long time now. Why are we dragging that out? I was like, look at Bo-Katan. This is how you fucking earn your spot, right? The kid gets captured. All the Mandalorians are like, I ran out of fuel. And Bo's like, shh. She's the only fucking smart one, gets in the goddamn ship and goes after it instantly. That's how you fucking earn your place, right? And then we resolve it right there.
Yes.
And guess how much more minutes we have to devote to, I don't know, Din Djarin, Grogu, the Armorer, his backstory, Grogu's, tragic Order 6. What the fuck? So he took the least interesting thing and expanded it. Ragnar. And a hunting party where the Mandalorians are acting like idiots. That's the problem. You see it now? Please tell me you see it now.
That kid was inside the dinosaur for days.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. Even I was like, I thought he was dead. If you're taking 5 hours, they took 2 days. Okay. All right, whatever. And it's hard to excuse that kind of thing because those alarm bells go off in my brain, like the believability parts, right? And when you have really good writing, you don't feel that, like say Andor, hell, even Mandalorian season 1, stuff like this. It honestly feels a lot of the time like they're setting up fucking toys and products and little, I don't know. Grogu gets a fucking piece of armor, but yet again, it's give the man a fucking recognizable piece of Mandalorian armor. Why is it always gotta be fucking stupid and like nothing that they never give him anything that looks like It's a fucking dish. It's a fucking thing. It's a big
nice
old
dish.
circle.
He might grow out of it. I don't know.
And then I guess he's gonna. I could see it coming from a mile away. He's gonna get shot in the chest. The Mandalorian armor is gonna save him, and right in the.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go to final verdicts, and then we'll do an episode breakdown.
Did you like the part where they rescue the baby dinosaurs? Because
Shut
did you like that part?
No, I didn't like
You
that.
didn't like that part?
Oh,
I
but
wanna
they're
remind-
setting up that they're going to be fucking riders now. And they're trying to be like, hey, the Mandos are not jerks. Animal rights groups don't get mad at us because they saved the babies. And so now we are friendly to animals.
Except for the meat, they were luring the animals back.
We
so-
murdered your mother, and
Yeah.
now we're making you slaves.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
Yeah. They're gonna do the Jurassic Park thing where dragon riders are really cool because they don't.
Still doing a hand.
It's gonna be Grogu, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
Who's hey? Yeah.
After
I don't blame you.
After what happened last episode, I was like, okay, well, they have some time. They could do this.
And put all your hate towards OtherJoe for once, because every time you guys rate something low and then I rate it, they're like, God,
Your
AngryJoe's
name's
an
on the
idiot.
show.
I agree with Alex and Joe so much more than AngryJoe's like, bro. No, you're right. I'll take that heat.
That's fine. I'll take it. This is below average because, like you said before, they could have just done something quick like that. But no, they dragged it on, and you see all these tropes going on. It's like, oh, I see a heat sensor. It's like, that's going to be the baby. I'm going to go rush in. Babies. Oh, who would have seen that coming?
what?
Oh.
Get out of here. Oh, the kid's walking out towards the lake alone.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
Oh, and who
No,
knew that
like-
was going to happen? A monster came out.
It's so stupid. And again, like, Mando season 1 was episodic. They had some great episodes.
Yeah.
One standalone ones. This one, terrible.
Yeah.
It's not even
So it's
close.
like a Saturday morning
it's not close to
cartoon.
anything that they've done before. So I feel like
It's
this
so
is going.
weird.
This episode was a big downgrade for me.
So let me follow this up. This was written. This time, Dave Filoni shows up. Anytime I think anything having to do with Order 66
Dave
or
Filoni.
something. So it's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, credited, 2 writers on this episode, and directed by Carl Weathers. Now I don't think I'm not putting any of this on Carl. I see people online putting it on Carl. I'm like, motherfucker, they gave him 26 minutes of material.
That's
He did a
bullshit.
damn
Like,
good job
why?
with 26 minutes if that's what he's going to fucking convey. But he can't change the writing. He can't change the dialogue. The man's doing the best job he can. So I'm not blaming Carl Weathers. I'm actually blaming
Yeah, that
Jon
flashback.
Favreau.
The flashback was cool, but
and
other
Dave
than
Filoni.
that, I didn't.
That's
really,
probably Dave Filoni's bit. So I'll give.
Other than that, I didn't really like anything else.
Yeah, I'm putting this on John. I think.
That kind of sucks.
Okay, so 4 out of 10, Alex.
And with the surprise cameo. I don't know if you want to talk about it now or later.
we're gonna in the episode breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on the Mandalorian scale. This is super below average, so I completely understand a 4. There was like let the hate flow through you, where I'm like, I'm gonna give this a 3 because this is the point where I want the Mandalorians to lose.
Make
I
a
no longer,
statement.
I no longer like them. I don't think that they're an interesting group. They're a bunch of religious. They're religious zealots. They're really stupid. They let their kids get eaten by dragons. It happens often, apparently.
They
They
don't
don't know
do
how to
shit.
hunt things. They can't fight turtles without a spaceship helping them out. So it's like we've turned them into bumbling idiots, and I hate them. One of them looks like a fucking traffic cone still, and I like him even less.
Now I like the traffic cone.
Now there's CG
I want
ones.
the Hello Kitty. Joe, did you look? Did you
I
look for
did,
Hello
but
Kitty?
I saw the CG one.
You couldn't look away.
That's
from
why
that.
we saw that bad effect.
It's just this isn't something that I want to watch. I don't care about them. I want them to go away. I want them to get off planet. I want the planet to be glassed, and then Grogu and Din and Bo make it off, and they're the only ones left because they have ruined this whole storyline. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I don't truly hate this, but I think that you have to be honest with yourself on the Mandalorian scale.
You've seen better.
This
better, people.
This writing is for little kids who
for
are
your own good.
not thinking about how the story works. And even then, I think little kids can appreciate more maturely written content. It doesn't have to be like all violence and stuff. So I think that this could be better. And I mean, if you think it's a 10, then I don't fucking know.
This is for your own good. It's a 4. It's a 4 out of 10. It is below average in comparison to what we've seen from Star Wars, from The Mandalorian. It's a filler episode, barely any plot advancement, some really dumb things. You're actually causing damage to the coolness of The Mandalorians. Yeah, I'm sorry. It kind of sucks, man. But downvote us all you want, or join the dark side. Realize that
You too
they've
deserve
done
better.
it better. You too deserve better, and who knows, it might get better. But we're halfway into the season. You shortened our episode by half. You give this fucking lady and the scientist dude double the amount of time you're giving our fucking Mandalorians. You gotta be pissed over that. With 26 minutes? And speaking of, you remember at the end, it was in season 2, something like that. The Mandalorian numbers are dwindling. They were like, there's only like one of us. There was only Poe Kaz or whatever the fucking guy's name is. The badass, Jon Favreau's Mandalorian. The chain gunner. And the armorer, and I don't know, maybe like 2 others. All of a sudden, there's a ton of them, right? If there's no continuity, and fine, they're recruiting more across the galaxy, right? They need ships. They all have ships. So we go after the motherfucking. Nobody thinks to get into their fucking ships except for Bo Katan.
There's a monster that keeps picking us off. We don't know what to do, Joe.
Where the fuck are your ships?
We don't know what
How
to
did
do.
you even get to this planet in the first place if you have no ships?
There goes,
Forget it.
There goes Jimmy. Oh, well.
He's dead.
Gotta kidnap a new Jimmy.
Fuck.
They're just like fucked up
4
Peter
out
Pan.
of 10. I'm sorry. All right, guys. This is for your own good. Let's go into the episode breakdown. We'll show you exactly why. All right? All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to the episode breakdown. I can't believe we're halfway through the season. These next episodes better all be 59 minutes. Not gonna happen.
No.
We're gonna get another 26. If we get another 26, Joe, I might go lower
I
on my
guarantee.
rating.
I guarantee.
All
Later
right.
on, it's gonna be
Lower?
No, but it's gonna be like 26.
No, he says he guarantees the time lower. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
gonna be like 26.
No,
I'll settle for
hell
27.
no. So this was 26 minutes, 20 seconds, Joe. So you're just guaranteeing 26 minutes. That's brave of you. All right. So, cool Order 66 flashback. Or how do we start this?
We start off with the
beach.
training
Sorry.
montage,
Go
and
ahead.
it was like shooting the water, because
Yeah.
that's how you train. You shoot at the water.
They're wasting a lot of fucking rockets and shit. I thought they were like running out of materials. All right.
Yeah, and the kids are fighting. It's like, all right, now
You mean-
it's your
you
turn,
mean the kids are
Grogu.
wrestling. Yeah.
They're training. So they pin up
Can I ask,
Grogu.
why does the kid's helmet visor look so cheap looking? Have you seen, his visor is wider and cheaper looking than the rest. And I wonder if they do that for merchandising, like for kids, so that it looks a little more kiddie kind of thing, so they can sell, I don't know, Ragnar's helmet in the future. Did you know,
Nobody
did
wants this
y'all
helmet,
feel
though.
that his helmet looks kind of weird, cheap from the others?
Yeah,
I did.
I just thought they all
Keep going, Joe.
kind of cheap. So Grogu starts this training thing with the kid. It's like, all right, we're gonna give you these little blasters.
No more playtime.
No more playtime.
Little crabs.
You could shoot 1, 2, 3
By the way, the
In any
crabs,
order.
in any order.
Yeah, they said in any order you can
In any order.
fire in any order. So that means I can fire the third dart the first time, and I can fire the second dart the third time if I want. That's what an inning order means.
Each dart is a point.
So then what happens?
So then they both turn on or they both start. 1, 2, 3, go. The kid shoots Grogu. 1 point. It pauses.
And then he stops.
All right, ready?
Right.
Round 2.
It's like karate,
Yeah.
where it's like Cobra Kai, okay? So
Round 2.
Round 2.
Shoots the kid, or shoots Grogu again instantly. Grogu looks over there.
I like
hey,
it. Grogu is so
on?
cute. I'm gonna give it this. If you're easily cutified, the episode's gonna get you because he is cute. He's that boy.
Yeah, it's like, don't look at me,
We
look
gotta
at your
talk
target.
about why
You gotta
Grogu's still baby talk, because if we look at his actual age and versus
400 or
Yoda,
something?
they shouldn't do baby talk no more. But I think I saw people online rationing it. It's the trauma that keeps him baby talking. Anyways.
Well, so whatever. On the third one, he's like, all right, focus. You need to win this. Show 'em what you got.
Yeah.
On 3, he does a backflip, goes over the kid, goes back, and then shoots all 3 at the kid. 1, 2, 3. You win.
Grogu cheated, motherfucker. You can say.
I was like, wait, you can do that?
Why did
The kid
would have just gone pop, 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 and the way they wrote it. Do you see the way they write it? You could set it up in a different way, and it would totally work. I mean, I don't know. Cobra Kai Karate Kid has done this situation like, I don't know, 17 times by now. 17 different tournaments. Just rip off one of the tournaments.
Pop, pop, pop.
No, all right. So
Grogu
that was, I was
won.
like, yeah, it's Grogu cheated. Fire the darts in any order.
So then the kid's like, oh, I lost. I'm going to go into look at the sunset in the ocean all by myself. Oh, shit. He gets swooped up and taken.
The monster comes to take the Mandalorians to look like idiots. It snatches the child that no one cares about. Apparently, it snatched previous Mandos and children that they actually didn't care about also because they've never gone after it. It always gets away, he says. They run out of fuel as
4
they're
of them
going
chase
after
it.
it. They forget that they have ships. But luckily, Bo-Katan is smart. I love this image, so I'm going to give credit to Carl Weathers. I like this fucking Bo-Katan ship, and it's flying in the distance. It's like, nicely framed. Carl's like, all right, man, you going to give me ship material? I'm going to make it look good, okay? So then what? This is weird as fuck. So she follows him. Then it wipes, and I'm like, okay, we're going to see Bo-Katan fight it and shit. No.
Comes back.
She's walking back, and they're all walking out like it's, I don't know, fucking 15 hours later, and she's like, I followed it. I know exactly where it is. I'm saying, then why didn't you get the kid? And she's like, we got to get a war party, and we'll go after it because we have to extend the, we have to spin our wheels here and waste time. And
but
so
not only that.
They go, aha, well, let's waste even more time.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm like, none of these Mandalorians have tracking devices on it. They got all this, you see how complex the armor is when later the armor builds a piece and it's got all this, cell phone shit on it and stuff, but nobody can track. Anyway, so this is the dumbest shit. Bo-Katan's like, aha, it's here. It's in it's in a high peak, and the Mandalorians are like, that hill is too high. And she's like, no, it's not. I've been doing this.
Training.
That's nothing. I'm the best.
We have spaceships.
Again, making a group of characters who are legendary fucking hunters and trackers and badassery guys, making them look like idiots so that Bo-Katan can be like, Wampa rats, I shoot those in my fucking 10, back at home all the time. All right, whatever. So it's inconsequential scene here of the little thing.
They can't use their jetpacks because they're going to alert it, so we have to climb all the way to the top.
Uh-huh.
So they get to the base. We're like, all right, we'll go there tomorrow morning.
So they get there. They actually land there. And then they start hiking. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. They're going to go under cover of night. They're going to sneak up on it. And we are too tired.
That's a goddamn kid up there.
That's a fucking boy.
If
he
he's
says it
still
later
up
on.
there.
He doesn't. He never mentions this. They try to make it like it's a big reveal, right? And because when they're like, we must rest, and I'm hungry, so then everybody goes into their own little corners so they can take their helmets off and eat. And Bo-Katan's like,
get these people a straw.
She's learning the way. She's adapting.
She's learning the way. You know, honestly, I thought the Bo-Katan, a cool little thing I thought would be like Bo-Katan isn't really buying any of this, and she's going to use it just to get power or whatever. That could set up some good tension. It could set up a good character turn. I don't want her to do that because she's kind of evil and stuff, but it's far more interesting than what's happening here, where it just seems like she's just buying it 100% and she's on board. And I guess that's fine too if it was done well,
she
but
saw
it's
the
not
creature,
really
so
done.
this is the way.
It's not really done well here. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. It could be done.
They also lit a giant fire at the base of where this thing lives. And I don't know if you've ever been in the desert when it's completely nighttime. You can be like, hey, that's a fire.
We don't want to alert it to our presence.
Base of my nest where my babies are.
It's fucking fire and smoke, and I can smell shit.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then, so when they take off, we cut to Grogu, all in good time. She says to Grogu, I like the armor. She's really buying into Grogu's a part of the clan. I like that. And
she asked you, all the kids are getting eaten.
Well.
Like, you can't
Yeah, we're running out of kids.
You gotta
I need this one.
You're important. There's only 4 of you left.
Come, Grogu, she says. And then we get the armor and the Grogu scene. And that's when we get our Order 66 flashback. And I thought that this was well done. I thought it was cool. You know, we get expanded on this. Man, I was hoping for, you know, a really cool reveal. I don't know, Mace Windu, maybe some, you know, deep...
Even better.
Some kind of Jedi and stuff. Now, if you're a true Star Wars fan, if you're behind the scenes and you know who this is, Joe had no idea who this was. I was like, Joe, do you know who that is? He's like, no idea. And then I told him, it's motherfucking Jar Jar! Ahmed Best makes a cameo. I will say, this is really cool for fans. The motherfucker deserves it, dude. He's double lightsaber style. Anytime anybody uses a green lightsaber, I'm on board. And I wish we would have used it more. Luke would have used it more. And then, you know, double style, even more. Jar Jar, hey, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. But if you're somebody like Joe, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? In Star Wars lore, it's not.
I thought they were done with him, right? After what happened?
In behind-the-scenes Star Wars lore, it's an excellently cool pick.
Yeah, they fucked him over on the music, though. I think that having him pop out, the door open, and then we get like a banger of Star Wars is known for that, where you like, and we didn't get it. It was just like normal music, and he's doing stuff, and I just didn't feel the emotion that The Mandalorian has made me feel with the music and lightsaber fights. So I think they kind of dropped the ball here.
Dropped the ball a little bit, though he does get a badass scene, and now Ahmed Best has played a Jedi and a Sith Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Sith Lord, Joe.
Darth
Jar Jar.
I, for one, would have wished as soon as they shot his bike, he was going down. It's like, Weasley gonna die.
Weasley gonna die. That would have been
instant point.
Instant point. You know, Joe, actually, hold out hope, because what do we see? He does this cool maneuvering, but eventually, where's he going? I liked this. He goes to a Naboo ship, Joe. So then the fucking soldiers come, and the fucking Naboo soldiers are fighting. They sacrifice their lives for Jedis that I guess they're friends with or they don't know. Yeah. And Grogu gets on. Ahmed's best character gets on. I wrote it down here. His name is...
Yeah, they take off. They start getting shot at. Then they go, warp speed.
Prepare to fast forward.
Again,
I fucking wrote it down.
Cool flashback, but not enough for me to save this episode.
Yeah.
So the fucking thing deleted my whole fucking. God damn it. It's a name where it is the exact same name. So get this. This episode, this character, this Jedi, you're like, who is he? What is he? Oh, he's got gold on his thing. What is that? 2 lightsabers? This guy's cool. Why haven't we seen him before? He was on Jedi Temple Challenge. And I'm like, okay, that's a fucking deep cut. And then I went on Disney Plus and I kept searching for Jedi Temple Challenge because everybody's like, oh, that's the exact same character. Ahmed Best from Jedi Temple Challenge. It's not on Disney Plus. It's on YouTube. It's exclusively on YouTube, and it feels like it. This is a nearly what is it?
I can't find it.
Katan Pak or something. It's a K and a short one, and it's really bad. It's terrible and really, literally unwatchable. Jedi Temple Challenge. I tried to get through it after I watched this. I tried to watch a little bit of Jedi Temple Challenge. Oh my God, it's bad. John Chan's star, Cade had higher production values. And I wish my episode, Darth Joe, came out. He stopped doing them, or they canceled it, and they scrapped it before my episode came out, where I played a Dark Jedi. I wonder if somebody still has that footage. I wonder if John Chan still has that, or Maker, if they're even a thing still.
It's lost.
I would love
Rare
to get
footage.
that footage, because I put my heart into that one because I was excited. Damn.
Someone
I gotta
look for
find
it.
Somebody. They don't have access
find
to it.
it.
It's either John
Go
or
ask.
Maker.
Go ask.
I'll see if I can't maybe DM John. Yeah, but so it's just really low production quality, and it's so cheesy and bad. And
best
that's the crossover we get. So like I said, really fucking cool. Ahmed Best is a fucking treasure. The dude has gotten shit pretty much his whole life. Didn't fucking deserve it.
No.
Giving him a badass moment like this, I'm all down for. Now, if we talk about in universe, it's like, oh, well, all right, right? Man, of all the things to tie into, Jedi Temple Challenge. Grogu gets his armor. And
Sort of. He gets a plate.
He gets another plate. He gets a fucking chainmail vest that nobody else wears. Remember when they first revealed that? You're like, what is it? I don't know what's it. And then this is, what is it? Stop giving him stupid shit.
He's gonna
Give
get
him his
shot in the
fucking
chest.
armor. Or at least one piece of the armor, right? He's going to get shot in the chest. You're right, Joe. So then Bo-Katan leads the hunt party, and the kid would totally be dead by then. That's the level of writing you get. We didn't need to do it like that. They camp overnight. We're going to go at first light, as if there is no urgency. The kid is just being digested in a belly, or ripped to shreds and pieces right now by beaks of the mother and the kids. Mm-hmm. So Ragnar is the kid's name, and then they go climb, and then that's when it's revealed, the kid is my son, and he gets overzealous.
I was thinking about that too.
There.
Whenever he got abducted, he's just like quiet.
Yeah, is he like putting on a show for all the other Mandalorians? Like I said,
She's like, my son. I was like, oh shit,
Mandalorians are
okay,
stupid.
that's his son.
He could have just done that instantly. My son. That's what he would have done. No, he waits till now to go, my son.
He's like,
it's
shit.
my son.
He's
My
looking
son.
around.
I forgot.
Oh, yep, that's my kid.
He doesn't notice this kid's gone. And he goes to sleep. Anyways, my kid's somebody else's kid. No, it is my son. Anyways,
They climb up top, like I said, super trophy. He's like,
yeah, go ahead, Joe, take it.
He's like, I see a heat signal over there.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
I'm gonna run over there and go check
This
it
is the
out.
first time we see this
The heat signal?
ability? Yeah.
I don't think so.
know.
I think we've seen it before.
Okay.
So he runs over there. He's like, hey, we need to be patient. He's like, that's my son. That's the first time we find out. And then there's like, it's going to be the babies. Lo and behold, babies pop out and start attacking
The
it.
babies are 8 feet tall, 450 pounds each. There's 3 of them. And so the heat signature is like, that's roughly the size of one tiny child. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So it starts attacking him. And then
That's
the
just the
mama
right.
comes. So he hides in the bush. And
You can't see him.
the kid gets regurgitated. And he's like, help me.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? That kid been in the belly so fucking time.
Clean and dry, overnight.
And I'm like, oh shit, they're about to show a little kid getting ripped in half.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So he sees the baby or his son dangling. He's like, all right, I'm going to go save him. Pops out and starts attacking it. And then it
Bites him.
swaps spots.
Give me 1 second.
All right,
Phone call.
So gets regurgitated. Dad comes out. He's like, I'm gonna go save you. They swap spots. The dad flies into the mouth, and he's in the jaws now. And then the kid gets dropped. He gets picked up, and the mom takes off.
This guy's a badass, huh?
I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
The chase is on once again.
Yeah.
So then they all use their blasters, which
I
you
like
should have
this
just used
part.
your blasters going
yeah,
up
yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
Didn't
They're
really matter,
flying,
but
and then
whatever.
they do the fucking thing, action scene.
Action scenes.
Why couldn't they use blasters before?
Because
The kid would get hurt.
Was he wearing?
I don't know what that is. Beskar.
Okay.
Anyways, keep going. They return. Okay, so yeah, they return. They get on the ship, and it's a moment of hey, and they clap like this, and yeah. And then the armorer goes, Bo-Katan, you have done a great honor. So they're building up Bo-Katan, and Dan is like, I was there too. And then she goes, you are in need of, shut up, Din. You are in need of repair, Bo-Katan. And I guess her pauldron fell off.
Yeah, you saw it.
Apparently they're really
I
easy
don't
to
really
rip
know
off.
how these work. How do they attach to the cloth?
Velcro.
Don't ask questions. So then she's like, she's going to repair armor. And then she takes that moment to tell her about the mythosaur. She, because she kind of hid this from Din. And I honestly can't tell if the armor believes her or doesn't believe her. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't care if she believes her or not.
And that's
I don't
sad.
care. Yeah,
That's
and it's
sad.
sad. And, this whole, she's going to ride the mythosaur. Like, that was kind of like, oh, man, he's going to ride the Rancor. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's something other people could get excited about, but I don't really care. I mean, sure. And then this I don't really care. But, so as long as it serves a purpose in the story, but... and it does, because she's gonna try to lead, and then I guess Din will either support her or he'll lead, and then we'll have a little bit of conflict here.
He's
but
been
we're-
doing the same thing this
it's-
episode anyway, just supporting anyway. He's
Yeah.
supporting cast.
So supporting cast member. So halfway through the season now, and I'm just curious if
Do you see it?
are we
Do
gonna
you see it?
are we gonna ramp up here? So we need to go hard. Let's go hard. This episode did not go hard, my friends. I saw people writing, this episode went hard.
On what?
And honestly, if you look at the top comments on Reddit, it's oh man, it was amazing. Oh man, best, but nobody's talking about the actual episode. It's more the member berries. And then you had one guy, everybody jumped on his ass. He said, the Cam Banks said, this episode, oh, wait, hold on. This was the one that liked it. This episode went so goddamn hard, I loved it. The Cam Banks. The shorter runtime had me disappointed going in, but man, this episode did not let me down for 1 second. Grogu winning the challenge, Order 66 flashbacks, Bo kind of digging the coal, the rescue mission, and Bo and Grogu getting new armor pieces. This is the way. And then one guy was like, well, I thought this and this. It's too long to read. I thought this and this. And then the replies are, Star Wars fans do nothing but moan and complain. Those people aren't really fans, in my opinion. Star Wars has always had its flaws, and personally, I accept that they are there, but I move past it due to the love for the franchise I have and consume all media related to it that I can. And then somebody's like self-admitting consumer.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there.
That's the clap. That's exactly what RLM was talking about. Anyways, but there are a few people, but they get downvoted to hell. The writing was so bad in this episode, they really spent the night, and the kid was in the mouth of the stomach of the beast itself for that long. Negative 15 downvotes. Negative 15 downvotes. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Whatever. I guess I shouldn't go to the Star Wars Reddit to get an accurate gauge of.
I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying, it could be better.
Yeah.
And it has been better.
It has.
It has. Yes.
Yeah, we'll say that from now. It has been better. But then they'll say it has been worse. Yeah, okay. It has been worse.
You'll learn from those mistakes and get better.
But not my bunch. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Leave your comments down below. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Are you a little worried for Season 3? We're halfway through the season. Now, I guess the next episode, we have to see Gideon. We have to see the main villain. Have to. If we don't, well, oh boy. And then, so we're going to see episode 5, main villain. Episode 6, the lowest point. Something happens, right? If we're doing traditional structure, then the last 2 episodes gathering together and go. Well, we'll also have the Mandalorian conflict, I guess.
I'm trying to think of what would be the lowest points for.
But then how maybe Gideon and the Empire don't factor into this season. They're just kind of keeping it in the background. This is more the Mandalorian factions fighting each other. So there's going to be a battle at the end between, I don't know, the Mandalorians and then and then it'll end with the Empire showing up, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we got to band together." That's my guess. I looked ahead and I saw some leaks. I wish I didn't, so don't go look for leaks because so far some of this stuff has been confirmed, and it sounds dumb as fuck. So I just want to prepare you for that. Prepare yourselves for perhaps dumb as fuck. But who knows? It could be done well, you know. They've done well in the past, so we'll see. Anyways, that's going to... Alex?
No, that's it.
No,
we
that's
got it. We
it.
got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Give that man his armor. I hope Grogu gets some Mandalorian armor like the Yoda-Lorian. You remember that fucking poster we had a long time ago? Maybe we'll get some Yoda-Lorian action up in here. I'll put the picture up there if I still have it. And stop giving him little fucking unrelated Mandalorian pieces and jewelry, okay?
He's got to get a plate for the back.
I want to see, yeah. He
Just in
looks
case
like
he gets
a
shot in the back.
Hun, you know, or a Mongol. He's got chainmail. It looks like he's from, like, you know, medieval times, still wearing his fucking potato sack. So let's get him looking cool a little bit. All right, guys. And we forgot to talk a little bit about, you know, how Grogu is not quite speaking, and his voice level or intelligence level. Where was that?
He
I
also
thought I had
doesn't
written
want
that
to use
down.
any force powers or anything. I kind of wanted him to.
Okay, Yoda lived to 900, assuming the age around the same rate as humans. Grogu being about 50 to 60. So that's about 5 to 6 year old kids. So being able to understand things and talk by now. But no, he actually is really smart, but he just can't talk. Many of us thought Grogu as a baby or toddler, say 2 years old, back in season 1 or 2, where he was 50, equivalent to 5. Because he's only making baby noises. After watching this episode, I think Grogu's PTSD is blocking him mentally from being able to speak. Aphasia caused by trauma. He is more intellectually advanced than he's displaying. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what a lot of these people are thinking. I don't know if they'll deal with that or if they're like, why are you guys going that in depth into it?
That's it.
I
Yeah.
don't mind
Well,
if that's
I don't know. No, that's what the Star Wars creators are saying because they didn't bother going that in depth. And I'll be like, well, you know, if he's goo-goo gaga-ing for 3 seasons in a row and not seeming to make any progress, we're going to ask some questions. So now, since we've seen Yoda, is he going to talk like Yoda or is he going to talk like his own? No, remember, Yoda was his master. That's why Yoda talked like that. It's more of a homage to his master. So anyways. All right, guys. Yoda, actually, Grogu has said one thing. He said Batu. I went back and I saw Batu. I don't know if that's a coup that sounded like Batu, but he said, motherfucker said Batu. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.